probably thousands and thousands and thousands of you who absolutely love Anna Griffin, and you absolutely love her Empress machine. It has literally been 5 years since we originally launched it, and not only here at HSN, but literally across the country, people rave about how amazing the Empress is. They love it. It's a die cutting machine, and it's an embossing machine, right? Well, tonight I am so pumped because we have the world launch of the Elite. This is now the improved, and she already had a great item. Tonight it is even better. And of course, because you're shopping with us, not only do you get her amazing machine, it comes with the turntable. In the past, you always had to buy that separately. It is included with it. It comes with the large cutting plates, and she'll talk about that a lot tonight. And the extra bonus that you will not find anywhere else will be a full set of the small plates included with this. Now, we have an AutoShip we'll get into in just a couple of minutes because you're going to get extra dies because you need plenty of dies to run through this awesome machine. But here's what we're doing. Literally for today, you have a super deal at $279. We have 5 flex pays, and notice the free shipping. Get it tonight at midnight because we'll bring in, I don't know, 50,000 pairs of jeans. Trust me, I've got a little over 3,000 of these available with our AutoShip option, and only 1,000 available if you just want to get the brand new machine and the brand new configuration. Well, let me introduce you to, well, yeah, let's do the price. All right, yeah, let's show the price, and then we'll get to Anna. Typically, look at this, you guys. Just to give you an idea, the Empress Elite itself is $329. That's by itself, and we're at $279.95. You add all the exclusive goodies. Remember, you cannot find this anywhere else. We're at $424.07 if you had to buy it separately. But alas, here at HSN, use that major credit card, spray your payments out over 5 months, free shipping. You're going to get it right away, and you get to use it till the end of January. And if you don't like it, you get to send it back. But this baby is not coming back once you get it at home. All right, let me tell you about Anna Griffin. I love her so much. I have been a fangirl of hers from afar for many years, and then we got to know each other very well several years ago because she started appearing here on HSN. She's known for her stationery, for her crafting world, for all her beautiful designs, and she brings elegance and loveliness to our lives every day. Hi, honey.
Hi. Thank you so much for that introduction, Suzanne. It is, you know, we're coming up on 15 years at HSN, and it's been an incredible time. But one of the things that when I think back to 2018 and the launch of our very first electronic die cutting and embossing machine, the Empress was born, and really we simplified the way that we were die cutting, right, and embossing paper, right, and we're transforming paper. But now with our Empress Elite, we are able to take your crafting to a completely different level. And so I want to introduce you to her. I did give her pronouns because I think she is just so incredibly beautiful. The machine has been redesigned, and what's so neat about it is that there are handles on the sides, and this is, you want to pick up the machine because it's pretty heavy. It's about 14 pounds. It's going to come with this turntable that this is something that is made to turn the machine, you know, 360 degrees without the power cord, or the 90 degrees that you want it to do if you're working, you know, on a desk, right? You want to be able to turn this as the plates go through the machine so that you get them on the other side. And while I'm back here, I'll just show you one little thing that I think is pretty neat, and that is that we have the serial number, which is something that you're going to want to register your machine for our 1-year limited warranty. We have a little USB port in the back, and I was just going to show you how, here we are at 12:04. All right, these are all the Griffinites that are up right now, interested in the launch of the Empress, and they're all wishing us well. And Penny, come on, I'm just going to read her. So I'm charging my phone because I don't want to lose charge today. Hope it goes well, Anna. I'll be watching and cheering you on. So exciting. One of the things that I do here in the studio is I always plug in an iPad, and so that I can talk to all the people that love to craft with us. And this is that little USB port is going to allow us that versatility. Well, one of the things, Suzanne, that's really neat about having an electronic machine is that if you've got dexterity issues of any reason, and you are using a manual machine, this is going going to be a one-button experience that's going to transform your crafts, okay? So this is our Christmas greetings card making kit, where it's just the embellishments. These are the same embellishments used with a die cut. And so what's so lovely about elevating what you can do, right, transforming a plain piece of paper into this beautiful gold foil concoction, that's really what it's all about. Again, you know, this is perfectly beautiful. Same kit. This is the birthday greetings. Look at what die cutting does. It really elevates it to that next level. And we've done something really special for you for this configuration, and that was that in addition to our regular plate system, this is what you know and love. And for any of you watching, this is really important to note that if you have an Empress machine already and you have the plate system, the plate system will work in the Elite. So the Empress Elite takes all the plates. Nothing's different about the plates, except in this configuration, you're getting the 2A plates, you're getting the metal shim and the magnetic mat. Now, what's important about this is that we've refined the way that we make the sandwich to put in the machine. So you'll notice that the embossing mat has left the building. You're getting the most comprehensive 8 by 13 inch plate system as well, and this is going to allow you to, and it has the magnetic mat and the metal shim, and this is what's neat about this. This is a rigid magnetic mat, so this is going to hold the dies in place so that you can make even larger projects than you would be able to with that standard plate system. So when you're looking at something as beautiful as this, you need this this 8 by 13 size. Now it's pretty darn exciting around here, Suzanne, because we put together a beautiful die set to go with this in an AutoShip, and
Yes.
I'm sure you're going to show that. I'll die cut and you show it.
Okay, you cut away. And don't forget, it's an embossing machine too. A question everybody else always asks, does it play with everybody else? You bet it sure does. So if you've got old, you know, dies, you've got old embossing folders, maybe you have some of our other amazing brands here at HSN. It's very nice because they all play nicely together. You just might have to fix a little bit with how you sandwich, but understand, you know, obviously you have a ton of Anna's dies, lots of her embossing. I have tons of her embossing folders too. It's going to work with all those, and no, because that's the #1 asked question is, will it work with other brands? Yes, it does. It is the ultimate when it comes to an amazing machine. More powerful than ever before. It's actually quieter, and it was already quiet in the original one. So now it's even more quiet. It has more power than ever. I love the side handles to grab it. Love the swirl. This is a game changer. Instead of having to stand up and get back there and hold it, all you do is swirl it around and you see it come out the other side. Now, speaking of AutoShip, I know there's a lot to get to. Let me get into it real quick. There's 3 of them once you sign up for the AutoShip. And by the way, right now, AutoShip is outselling just the single ship of the unit itself. The first one is going to be February. This is called Filigree, and there's only 3 future shipments. These are all $32.95, and they're these beautiful, I mean, look at the layers and layers and layers, all 3D. They're all concentric, so you get multiple ways to be able to use each and every one. The next one's going to be May. It's called Baroque. So May is this beautiful Baroque design, and again, those are multiple dies that you're seeing all in that one beautiful pattern. And the final one will come in August, which is called the Butterfly. If you want additional plates, everybody, we do have additional large plates. We do have a 2-pack of additional mats, and I love this little dust cover. It couldn't be more Anna Griffin. This is the most Anna Griffin thing I've ever seen in my life. It looks like a big, giant, fabulous bow. How great is that? That is the dust cover. So if you want to protect it, understand I only have a couple hundred of these available. So you're going to be a very exclusive group who has the fabulous dust cover to go over it, which is pretty amazing. All right, Miss Anna, can I tell you how many have been sold? You ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, we've been in this for 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Ready for this? Almost 300 have been sold that fast, you guys. So here's always my best advice at midnight. Do not wait, do not wait, do not wait. We're gonna go through hundreds before we even hit 1 o'clock, and then Sarah Davis is joining me at that point. All right, so I know you've got a lot to demo, so I'm gonna throw it back your way there in Atlanta, and let's see some fun.
Okay, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to get this home. It comes with an instruction manual that I need to show you. You have a 1-button power button, and all you're doing is that. All right. This is our run button, and so it's very sleek. Our new design is very streamlined. This is the same plate configuration, and so you're going to take your A plate, and then the metal shim that's included is for that extra embossing, die cutting, and engraving that happens with our 3D dies, so you need that little bit of extra. You take your magnetic mat, and you see the dies and the paper are going to cut into the mat. So I'm using the gold matte foil. This is that die set, one of the in the AutoShip. This is the filigree, the February set, and we're going to take it and we're going to cut into the paper. I'm going to nest one of the dies, and this sandwich is the same for all of our Empress family of products. Then all we're doing is we can go horizontally or vertically through the machine, and then these dies are 3D. So they're going to engrave, they're going to emboss, and they're going to die cut like nothing else, right? We're talking about the most incredible detail. And you see what happens when you nest. You create these beautiful frames and these layers, and that's it's just as simple as one single pass. There's a little bit of weeding with this die, but really that's all there is to it to transform your crafts. And we do this a particular way pretty much every single time. So in that instruction booklet, right, we have how to run the plates, how to create that little sandwich. Everything about this is designed to make it as simple as possible for you to be successful at getting this done. So let's make something really pretty. So maybe you have a card surface that you like, and this is a shadow layer die, so that was cut out of a different color, and here's that gold. So we added a little foam adhesive to make this really dimensional, and it goes right on top. And the same thing happens when we are layering. You want to just mix those papers up and layer right on top of itself. Add, a pretty little sentiment. Maybe you want to say congratulations to someone that has a job well done. There we go. Flowers. Everything about that becomes something completely different, right, from where we started. And that's the easy part about this, Suzanne, is that when you're thinking about die cutting in this hands-free experience, the machine's going to take the plate system from you. You want to, and it goes. It's like it's not even as loud as a can opener, which is, I think, is kind of fun. So you have the ability to cut through multiple different types of materials. So it's not just about paper, but this is that beautiful Baroque set in May, and you can see, like, we've got shimmer cardstock coming up today, and we have shiny cardstocks for the holidays. But then you think about that same die cutting through chipboard, and you see the engraving in the chipboard. We're talking about a really strong machine. And then I have been working with a lot of art materials lately. Watercolor paper is beautifully embossed and engraved. So is craft foam. So those are the things that, even if you're doing vellum or lightweight things or faux leather, we got this out of our Cricut materials, and faux suede, and then even flocked cardstock and glitter cardstock, you're able to cut through them so easily. But here's the best thing. This is what I think is the best part of what we're able to do now that we weren't able to do except by adding on to your purchase, and that is cutting things that are huge, right? Really large. So this is a full 12-inch embossing and cut and emboss folder. This is a cut and emboss folder, and both of these have plain paper on the inside of them. With the larger plate system, you're able to make entirely, like an entire card, right? You can lay out designs on this plate system. I just turned it off. That's so fun. This is going to go through. You see how it's taking it? I just like to pinch the back of it so that nothing shifts, because when we're embossing, we're just using the A plates, and there's nothing to it, right? It's just as simple as that. And here, I will say it, I think 5 million times today, that everything that with your Empress machine, all your plates, even the slimline plates, all the designs, they're all going to work with your Empress Elite. So if you have extra plates, that's always the thing I like to do. And I want to get this out of here. There we go. Watch this. This is really cool. That kind of engraving and embossing, it looks like it wasn't handmade, right? That was handmade in just a second. And that kind of detail is really what you've come to expect from our Empress machines. Now, we're talking about having some of the best die cutting, the best embossing. I love this with the garden cut and embossed folders where we have a little wagon. And I'm going to make something just so that you can see how easy it is to use all of those wonderful things. Again, we're taking that birthday kit, right? And if you want to run those folders, they're coming up a little later in the show, you can make cards with them. That 12-inch border, you just cut it down, and then it becomes something really useful on a 5x7 card. So there we go. There's that little, wheelbarrow, and then we want a little birdhouse up in the flowers, and then you've got a beautiful birthday card. So simple and so easy. So Suzanne,
yes,
I'm thinking that you're always talking about space. Tell me, what do you think about having this little turntable and maximizing your space, your craft space?
Well, I love it. I mean, I think the size, all of our tables, I call it real estate, crafting real estate. How much do we actually have? Not a lot. So I love the fact that if you, like, for example, if you put something on a shelf, now you can just turn this to kind of grab it easier. So that makes a big difference. Here's what I want to do, Anna, because I think that's a great point. We have beautiful cameras and great lighting here in the set. I wanted to show you what the difference is really of why you want to buy an Empress, maybe compared to what you already have at home. It could be a crank machine, it could be what have you. If you're not able to get unbelievable results, I wanted you guys, and thanks camera folks and director and everybody, I wanted you guys to see the amount of detail. You can only get that kind of detail, those clean cuts, the crisp edges, if it's a really well-made machine. Other machines, this will be kind of blurry, it'll be a little mushy. You might get the cuts, but you're not gonna get this kind of detail like right in here. Right here, I want you guys to see as close as we can go. That is unbelievable detail. We can't even zoom in any farther than that. But look at that amazing detail, and you've got to have a machine to do it, and that's what the Empress does for you all. I also love it too if you're cutting multiple layers. If it can do that with one die, imagine how easy it is to cut multiples at the same time because you've got the right power, the right pressure, the right size, and the right system. Now, I do want to mention a couple things, and then I'll throw it back to Anna. We do have extra items. So those of you who are getting the dust cover, I'm so jealous because I love this dust cover so much. I think it's so cute. You guys, I have about 800 left for the entire day. Potentially at the end of the day when I come back with Anna, this might not even be around. But if you want this great little dust cover, I love it. We also have extra plates. So you saw Anna work with the big plates. We have a full extra set. Now, do you need them right away? No. Her plates last a really long time. But eventually you're going to need them, or you've got more projects going on and you're just trying to crank out those wedding invitations or something. We have 400 left in the extra large, or the extra, they're called large plates. So that's that. And then we do have 2 more of the magnetic mats you saw Anna work with. It's a package of 1 large and 1 small. And these things you will eventually need. The most limited of the 3 additional items is definitely going to be the large plates. So if you do want to get the large plates, those could potentially sell out before we get done with this hour, since there's only about 400 of those left. So Anna, yeah, I love the size. Will you do us a favor? If no one has seen the top of your machine, I love the simplicity of it. Can you walk through the little buttons right here for us?
Sure. What's so exciting, Suzanne, is that it's 3 buttons, and really you're only going to use 2 of them. What's so neat is that we've got this big power button, right? So it illuminates when the power is on. I'll turn it off so that you can see, which is really nice. And this is our run button. This is our forward button. This is the reverse button. So if you like to send things through the machine back and forth, you can do that. But really, we're using these 2. Everything about the design design of the machine has been streamlined to be more efficient. It's like a makeover, right? She had a facelift. She's got, she's just so darn pretty. We do say that she's champagne. The gold is more of a champagne, so that's also really kind of fun. One of the things when you were talking about the dust cover, Suzanne, is that we made this. The Empress Elite is a little taller than the Empress because of the feet that need to. If you're not using the turntable, it sits on 4 legs like a table. This is going to fit both the Empress and the Empress Elite. So the little dust cover has been extended just a little bit longer to manage the. I'll show you forward. I'm going to unplug it so that you can see. Manage the height of the Elite. So you see how it goes right to the bottom, and then that's of course without the power cord. So let me just plug her back in, and then here we go. All right, so back to those incredible dies and all the things that are coming to you in February, in May, and August. February, we're starting with the filigree, and that was that design that you were showing, all those beautiful details. And then when we move to May, Baroque is that beautiful edge die, and then August is the butterfly 3D concentric. And if you can see, this is a design that has the butterfly wings in flight. So it's like, like the flapping, that's done in paper. And I think that that's, it's a really unique approach. We always design things that are based on antique things and made new, and we just keep getting, I think, even more elaborate if that's possible. So I'm going to show you something really fun about embossing with the 2A plates. And so I have a beautiful piece of pink vellum. I'm using a little piece of wax paper in between the die and the paper that I'm going to emboss because I want to protect that just ever so slightly. Now here's the thing, with the machine you can turn the plates this way and it will receive them. You can go this way. If you go this way, it's faster. So we're going to just go in, and then the A plates are designed to not be etched. So, but you can etch them, if you want to cut into them. But I like keeping them very pristine. So you see how we have that beautiful quilt pattern that has been beautifully embossed. Now, and vellum, because of its gossamer texture, it's very delicate, right? So we can cut heavyweight things and very lightweight things, and even that wax paper, how pretty, right? We've got lots of ways to create with the machine, and it's simple. It goes really, really quickly. So if you're building projects, right? So we'll take that vellum, again, a little bit of foam adhesive on the back, and then maybe you have the cut and emboss dies, and you want to just, oh, this is adorable. The sewing cut and embossed dies there and stamps. There we go. Another birthday card, right, done with just a beautiful embossed. This is the why. This is what we love to talk about this here, is like why die cut, why emboss? Because it's adding the icing to the cake. It's creating just that much more texture, that much more beautiful design than we could on our own with a manual machine. So here's a fun trick, Suzanne. We'll do something with that butterfly die. Here we've taken the matte foil cardstock that's coming up and applied a rub-on transfer to the face of it, and then I'm going to take the die. Yeah,
I know
this is
going.
fun. All right, we're going to die cut this layer,
That's
and what's nice about it, it's going to add so much to the design of the card, so the background of the card, and then I should just kind of turn the machine every time I finish so that you get to see how easily that works. This is going to be right. Something that I think is just, I didn't even have to use a burnisher to do the rub-ons, right? So I'm taking away the protective cover, and now this looks like it's been printed. So then it goes on, it goes on the face of a card so beautifully, and then, right, you can apply rub-ons, you can do painting, you can do your stamps, you can do all the fun things, and then I have to get that straight. There we go. Thank you ever so much. So everything about this we've made it so incredibly simple that every time you have this, you have it out on your workspace, right? You might put it away under the desk cover, but it's so pretty to look at, right? And it's so quiet. It's going to work with you instead of against you. I was going to show you those. There's those little feet on the bottom, and that little turntable. One of the things that we were talking about before the show started was, why doesn't this just spin around? Well, it does. But we need a little bit of resistance here on the turntable so that like when the machine is in motion, you've got to seat it on the turntable properly. But because if this moved really freely, what would happen is that you wouldn't have that beautiful consistency of the cut. You wouldn't be able to, I'm just going to do a double cut. All right, so we're going to take a 3D die, and we're going to cut across a card at the same time on those large plates. All right.
But Anna, you know what's interesting about this demo you're doing right now is, guys, a lot of machines, and certainly a hand crank machine, wouldn't be able to do those two very different types of cuts because they just can't handle it. Anna, I got to take you back a few years too, because I have one of your original machines. We all love it. It looked like a handbag, you guys, and when you folded down both sides, you had to crank though. I love that machine. I still have that machine. It's great, but it's a hand crank. And here, Anna, very much to you guys and a lot of really clever people, what's happening is we're asking our machines to do more complicated things with dies and embossing folders than ever before. So a lot of the old hand cranky stuff, it just can't handle it. Yeah, it can do the simple dies, it can do simple embossing. It can't do the things that Anna and her team are developing, these really complicated dies and these beautiful, beautiful embossing folders. So maybe it's time to upgrade. If you're still using the old cranker, or maybe it might be a crank machine from another brand and you're like, man, all these new things I want to play with, I'm just not getting the right results because there's not enough pressure. You don't have the kind of quality. This is going to take you to that next level. And I'll have to tell you, to this day, Anna, no doubt in my mind, I love when I have a blank piece of paper and I run it through a machine and at the other end something gorgeous comes out. I'm like, and I didn't have to do all the work. That's kind of the coolness about this. For, paper that's pennies, you come out with the most beautiful designs for scrapbooking, even home decor. Obviously for card making, it's great, but it's getting the quality machine that you want. Now, let me give you an update. Yeah, you're all very smart. Most of you, in fact, I think we've sold almost 500. First airing, this is it, guys, 500 almost sold. 350 of those have been getting the AutoShip. And just to repeat, the AutoShip is $32.95. There's only 3 extra shipments, so it's not forever and ever, which is awesome. And if you want to stop it, cancel it, slow it down, whatever you want to do, you have total control of AutoShip. But the vast majority of you are super smart and you go, oh, I get it. This is a great price on these too, because remember, these are all concentric. So as Anna mentioned, one's in February, it's called Filigree. The next one's May, which is Baroque. And that last one is August, which is Butterfly. So the vast majority of you are grabbing that. The other thing, Anna, that I love is everybody is getting your fabulous dust cover. This is killing me. I gotta be honest with you, it is just killing me. Guys, there's 600 left for the entire day if you want to get the dust cover. I don't believe we'll have any more of these by the time Anna and I get back later on tonight for my show this evening. But Anna, everything about this, I love the upgrades, I love the improvements, and still you already had a very successful, wildly, almost a legacy machine 5 years ago. She's just gotten a little updated, got a little facelift, like you said.
Yeah, and I don't like to mess with perfection, and I think that the guts of the machine, right, the pressure, the engineering around the flawless execution that this machine gives you, right, we didn't mess with that, right? We made it quieter, right? It might be a few seconds faster, but really what it's about is having the ability, right, to cut bigger things, right, to create these like incredible projects that are oversized or more elaborate. And one of the things that you did mention that I think is worth going back to, Suzanne, is that all of the dies that you already have, right, they're going to work in this machine. So no matter who made them, right, we give you that metal shim so that you can use that to either increase the pressure or decrease, don't use it and decrease the pressure depending on the types of dies that you're using. So having the extra large plate system with the machine, you know, in addition to the standard plate system, is really going to give us a unique ability that we had to add on. We had to add on the Lazy Susan, we had to add on the large plates. Now it's all coming with it. We should call it turntable. I'm sure Susan takes offense to being lazy, but you get it, right? And again, the little dust cover, that's going to work on either machine. And I do want to, I know you want us to go away, but I do want to show you the difference between the two machines, because I think this is where you see like the upgrade, right? So the original design, right? And there's nothing wrong with it. It works beautifully and perfectly. The new design, right? She's sleek, she's modern, she's, you know, she got an upgrade.
Yeah, a little upgrade, lots of upgrades. All right, Anna's staying with me all hour. I have 3 brand new items coming up. You're going to lose your mind over one of them. Oh, all of them, but the one I'm super pumped about. Just to mention, okay, why buy it from us? We have the best price. We're launching it. You get the large plates, but what's really special is when this is available elsewhere, you will not get the small set of plates. That's part of our exclusive bundle. You're saving $144 off retail. So at retail, you'll spend $144 more, and you won't get the small plates. So now's the time to do it. All right, a couple of things that are available, although they're down to just a few hundred. We do have extra mats. Now, eventually you will need more mats and plates. That's how it works, but these are going to last a